up is? It's Sharie. I'm in a new area. Really, I just got my desk from the other room. I had this as a sewing table, but realistically I YouTube way more than I sew, and I have way more makeup than I have sewing stuff, so I moved all my makeup in here on this table, or this table in here, and put my makeup on it. And then I got these cute little storage containers at Marshall's, and they're just so cute. And now I feel like a real YouTuber, because everybody who does YouTube has a white desk. What's up with that? IKEA! But yeah, so I got a new little background. I'm still working on lighting and angles and all that kind of jazz, so bear with me. But it is monthly favorites for, what is this month? April? I can't believe it's already almost May. Whoa. But I don't have a whole lot of makeup favorites because I didn't wear a whole lot of makeup this month. There was a whole lot of tears and I just didn't have time for that. So I'm gonna jump in because I do have some other favorites. Magically, they're all gone. So let's talk about my first one, which is a food favorite. I am back on the gluten-free train. I got off that train, and this is like my roller coaster life problem. I just love wheat, I love bread, I love anything of that nature, but it makes me sick. And I usually eat it until I start to really feel like I'm dying, and then I stop for a while, and then I eat it again, and that's just how my life's gonna be. But these kind of help me get through it. These are the almond Blue Diamond Nut Thins, and they're very thin little rice crackers. Actually, I think these are made out of almonds. Yeah, made with real almonds, but these are so good. They're just a little bit salty, taste like a cracker. Every day for lunch, I have these and honeyed goat cheese and some fruit. That's basically been my lunch for the last like 3 weeks. I just love these, they're so good. And you can have 17 crackers, which is a pretty good bit, and it's only 130 calories. So usually my lunch runs me about 250 calories to 300 calories, which is pretty good for lunch, and it fills me up. So yeah, love these. I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup, like I said, this month, so I've been going for things that are quick to put on my face if I'm going out of the house or something and I just need to look a little put together. So I've been grabbing my Red Apple lipstick shadows a lot because I have them in palette form and I can just kind of mix and match a color option for that day. It's just super easy. My favorites are Golden Ticket, which is right here. Oh no, wait, I've got it upside down. Golden Ticket, which is right here, and Ivy. Poison Ivy. Those are kind of my two go-tos. I just put the gold all over and then just kind of darken up the crease with the green. I've done the purple and the gray. Yeah, so this is just, I love Red Apple lipstick shadows. They're just so buttery. They're easy to blend. They have a lot of pigment, so I don't really have to put a lot of work into it. I just put it on my face and it's beautiful. My favorite foundation this month and recently is this Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous Foundation. I have a video on this. I will link it down below if you want to see a demo on it. I just love it. It's easy to put on. It takes me like 5 seconds. Then I just put a little powder on. Ba-ding! I'm done. So yeah, I love this. It's a really good color match for me. And it makes me look all naturally beautiful. Next up, we have some skincare. And I can't remember if I mentioned this in my last favorites video, so I'm going to mention it again because it still is a favorite. But this is the Andalou Naturals Turmeric and Sea Enlightening Serum. I think I talked about this in a What I Thought Wednesday, maybe. See, I can't remember because I talk about so many things now. But this stuff is pretty magical. And when I first started using it, I was not convinced that it was doing anything to my face, and it's really expensive. This was $20 for this little tiny serum. But you don't need very much, one. And two, it does work. I stopped using it twice a day because I really felt like I couldn't really see any differences when I used it during the day because I was just going to cover my face with makeup anyway. But when I put this on at night and I wake up in the morning, my face just looks happy and bright and even, and it's not as red as it usually is. And so if I don't wear makeup for that day, which happened a lot this month, my skin just looked nice. It just looked nice being its natural self. So I have been digging this stuff. Also, I have this spot. I don't know if you guys have been able to see it in videos, but it was like a cystic acne thing that was trying to come up on my face, but I attacked it with tea tree oil and it got, you know, it flattened out, but it's like a bruise now, like it's purple, but it's flat. We're just talking about that too much. But this has really decreased the purpleness of it, and I can tell when I don't use it at night and I wake up in the morning, that purple spot is a little bit more bruised looking. So I really feel like this is kind of healing it, so I love this stuff. Next up for skincare is shea butter. And I bought this shea butter from Iherb thinking that this was unrefined, but it is in fact refined. The way that you can tell that is, one, it is white, and two, it does not have a smell, and three, it is real creamy. Now I like it. It's great as a like lotion. It just doesn't smell like anything, so if you don't like shea butter smell, then this might be good for you. It's just not, it's not the pure stuff, but I do like the consistency, so I've been putting it like on my arms and stuff like that, and my legs after I shower. So I don't dislike this shea butter, but it's not the one I was going for. So I went to my local health food store and I got the real stuff, and I'm gonna show you the difference. This is African shea butter. It's 100% natural, unrefined, and pure, and the way that you can tell is it is bright yellow. This is shea butter. Do you see the difference? It's pretty striking. So real shea butter is bright yellow. It has a smell that is of your choice if you like it or not, but it doesn't really linger. I can't really describe the smell. It smells kind of nutty, kind of like nutty wax. But it is just, and it's hard, so you have to kind of scrape it out. So I usually use my fingernail and I scrape it out, but then once it hits your skin, it kind of sinks in pretty quickly. This has cleared up my eczema, like whoa. See, I can't remember what elbow it was. It's a little bit there right now, but it was this whole giant patch of red, dry itchiness. This I used for a week and it cleared it up. So I am in love with shea butter. I still haven't tried it on my face just because my skin has been so happy. I'm afraid to piss it off. But I am just in love with shea butter. If you have eczema or you suffer with like severe dry skin, I think shea butter is something you should give a go. If this is all you can find, then I think it'll work. But if you can find the real stuff, then grab it. I have been loving my Deep Steep body wash. This stuff is so good. It's peppermint, or it's mint and rosemary, which is one of my favorite scents. It just smells like clean happiness to me. So as you can see, I'm almost out. I ordered another one, so it's in my bathroom. But this stuff is just amazing. It's fresh. It smells really good. The scent, you know, is strong, but not too strong. It makes me feel clean. There's no residue. I just can't get enough. Just love this body wash. Now for some personal favorites. This might be a weird favorite, I don't know, but I'm not a naturally down person, so whenever I do get down, like it's almost harder for me to like figure out how to get out of it because I'm not used to that feeling. And since this month was super rough for us, there was a lot of feels going on this month, a whole lot of feels. So I journaled. All up in this journal. I've kept a journal since I could write. I have elementary school journals, which are hilarious. But I journal. It just kind of helps me to get my feels out. I can be honest with myself in a journal. And you know, sometimes talking to people really does help a lot, but talking with yourself is kind of important too. So I just really am a firm believer in journaling, regardless of your mood. When I'm happy, I journal. When I'm sad, I journal. A journal just, it's just such good mental health to write your thoughts down and get those feelings out. And it's also a good kind of documentation of your life. One day if I have kids, they're gonna be able to read all my craziness in my journals, because I'm crazy. But yeah, so every year I get a new journal and I try and fill it up. So this is my journal. I love you. This is a new favorite, and I'm gonna mention it because I've had it for a week and I can't put it down. It is my iPhone 6. My husband and I live in a hole where we do not get good service, and we were with AT&T, and we were paying like this outrageous amount of money, and because of our service problems, our phones didn't even ring at the house, and I was concerned that if I ever was in an emergency situation, I wouldn't be able to dial out. So we went to Verizon, and because we went to Verizon, we got new phones. So I was gonna get the smaller version, but I figured since it was an upgrade and I've never had a giant phone, I would just go ahead and get the big one. Maybe it'd be better for like vlogging and stuff like that. This thing is huge. I've never had a phone this big. I feel like I'm talking on a piece of toast. It does not fit into anything that I own that's supposed to hold a cell phone. My little docking station in my car, this is too big. So, I mean, I love it, but I'm just gotta get used to this ginormous size. So yeah, so I have been super digging it. I cannot put it down. I am always staring at it lovingly. I ordered a fancy case for it. It's just my new baby. And I'm probably gonna drop it in the toilet. Some apps that I've been loving, I think I mentioned this in a tag video that might go up before or after this, but I am obsessed with this game called Mahjong. And it's like the stupidest game. I love mindless games where I don't have to think. Sorry, I'm on a level and it started without me. I can't show it to you without messing my game up. Ooh. Anyway, it's called Moonlight Mahjong, and all it is little like Chinese or Japanese tiles, and you just match them, and you have to like race against the other computer level. And it just goes really fast and I get like really stressed out about it, and my finger is actually sore from tapping so fast. But anyway, so I've been loving that. On my diet weight loss journey, I found a new app that I have been digging, and it actually works in sync with my FitnessPal app, which is cool. It's called Lark. It is a free app. Let me show it to you. So you log in and it starts talking to you, kind of like Siri. Like it says, "Good morning, Sharie. Do you want to log breakfast before we talk about your sleep?" This thing, as long as you carry your phone around, it counts your steps. It's like a Fitbit in your phone. So it counts your steps, it it calculates your sleep patterns. You can enter your food into it and it'll tell you like dietarily how good you did. And then it gives you like charts on how you can improve, and when it talks to you it says like, "Good job you," or "You can improve on this, but you know, great for trying." So it's kind of cool and I've been really digging it. And you can tell it what you ate, which is really cool. It doesn't calculate calories, but it does work with my FitnessPal, so it will look up what you put in my FitnessPal and say, "Oh, you had a whole bunch of carbs today, Sharie. Step off that." And it'll tell you how much sleep. So I got 6 hours and 50 minutes of sleep last night, which was not enough. But anyway, so I've just been digging that app, and you can check it out on your app store. Some shows I've been watching. I started watching One Tree Hill a couple of months ago, but then I got sucked into Mad Men, which I'm still watching, but I'm on like almost season 3. But I started watching One Tree Hill again, and now I'm just totally sucked in. It's like a slightly different version of, you know, Dawson's Creek, which I grew up just loving Dawson's Creek. Pacey! But, you know, it's a cool show, and I'm kind of into it, so I've been like stalking that. It's super rainy today, so I'm probably gonna have like a One Tree Hill crochet day. Yay! But anyway, so I've been loving that show. I want to mention that I absolutely love Andy the Green Queen. I got to meet her this month. She drove through Atlanta on her way to and from New Orleans, and I am in love with her. I just want her to move here and live in my backyard so that we can play together. She's super cute and she's so fun and she's so nice. Her and her boyfriend came through and we went to a vegan restaurant, which was really exciting. I have never eaten vegan food before and it was actually delicious. If you had not told me it was vegan, I would not have guessed it. We had macaroni and cheese, which was delightful, and potatoes, which I could just eat all day, every day, and some cornbread, and it was so good. And she was so nice, and I love her, and I love her channel, and she's just gorgeous, and I'm just in love with her. So I will link her down below if you guys want to check her out. So that's all of my favorites for this month. Sorry it was kind of boring and not a whole lot of beauty, but you know, life happens and not always gonna be putting stuff on my face. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!